Hi guys, good morning. I never slept last night. They've been at it all night, harassing, banging, this burning thing. But I wanted to get on here today because I did post a couple videos last night and wish you all a very happy Easter if you celebrate. I do. Holidays are often a very hard time for victims. Certainly now, because I'd like to be able to go to church today and do some of the things that I would like to do, but I'm still continuing to deal with this type of harassment. And it was throughout my marriage. These people got together from the beginning when I first met them, and behind my back, this kind of stuff was a joke. Pedophilia, my mother's boyfriends, football parties. You can see I mentioned a couple videos there, a couple more people in this group, a couple corrections officers, police officers, nurses. We don't often think of those people having mental health issues, but they do. We often hear, it's always the underclass, it's always the black men in the hood. It's always the brown people. It's always the poor people. It's always women like me that grew up with all these ACEs. So in my situation, that's not it at all. I tried very hard because my grandmother was very, very good at raising me up. She raised my mom, she raised me, and she did it alone because she also had lost her assets after she divorced. So she had to start over, which is what you normally do, and they've made me do it numerous times. These people got together, stole 20 years of my journals and my writing. They were already making threats on my YouTube page about my writing and my blogs. My story hasn't changed, and I'm not here to debate the facts, okay? I'm here to share my story, give support to other victim survivors, and find support for myself. As you can see, I have removed some people because they continually attack other posters. They continually to derail conversations. They continually to interrupt and derail and discredit. And they do that in my community too. Right now, I still don't have housing. They've made problems with the U-Haul company now. That was very nice over here on Central Avenue. It was well lit. As a woman alone, it's very difficult to move yourself. So it was nice. The U-Haul vans are nice size. They're easy to drive relatively. And for the little bit that I have now, it was nice to be able to rent a U-Haul truck, and that was economical. So anything you're involved in, these people have to destroy. And this has been going on since I was a kid. My mother would come home, she would destroy my homework, she would rip apart my room, and she would go out partying with these people. Holidays were horrible. They were often very violent because she had to be on the phone gossiping with her friends. My grandmother would come all the way up from Schenectady, give everybody money, and she would proceed to spend the entire time gossiping on the phone with people like the Mesiks, who are involved with our jail, accusing others of pedophilia, others of having mental health issues when they have them. These women were actually threatening people in front of the pod to shoot them, and I had on a word from other women in the pod after they locked me up for a broken string of Christmas lights, which was all a bunch of lies after I was roofied, that they were sexually assaulted, because when they were telling us that sexual assault's no big deal, a couple women raised their hand. Well, what if you're a child? I raised my hand also because I had recently been sexually assaulted by a police officer, and I had went unconscious because I had some old trauma, and he picked me up in the air, which you're not supposed to do to people or puppies or children. But this is what goes on in Amsterdam, New York, and it's been going on a long time. And recently, my half brothers who have special needs have been on my page, continuing with this sort of sibling abuse that I suffered when I was growing up, because I had to treat them like family, and they thought of me no such thing. Their father, who has problems in this area and mental health issues, was very inappropriate. He has a large family. There was 12 brothers and sisters. So as soon as, my cousin wouldn't get the Barbie car, I say, jokingly, to put it in context, right away the whole family would line against you. And they have Jehovah's Witness. My godmother spent my entire life telling me she can't do anything or other than harass me because she's a Jehovah's Witness. So they can't be a godmother, but they can spend their time shunning you, giving you the silent treatment. So I want to wish you a happy Easter today, because they often attack, and my godmother did too, Catholicism. It's a big target for their abuse, and she was extremely abusive. She still is. She's still causing trouble, and this is why I'm speaking out, to bring awareness and to help victim survivors see that you're not alone, because holidays are often fraught with this kind of harassment from these people. I can remember numerous holidays. I would go out, shop, clean, cook, buy all this stuff, see these people, invite them to my home, ask why they couldn't visit, and they would often come up with excuses. And it's extremely devastating to walk into a courtroom, not get your assets, and have judges berate you because your family didn't visit you, even though they often played games. They wouldn't tell me where they lived. They would often go behind my back and say derogatory, degrading things with their family, and then make up a bunch of lies. What we were told in the past was just ignore it. If you ignore it, it'll go away. Well, it doesn't go away with these people, because they escalate. And some of these men continued to exhibit these behaviors and do these things throughout my childhood, throughout my teen years, throughout my attempts to go to college, and the different things that they would destroy and ruin, the lack of privacy in the bathroom and various other things. And they continue to do it in these apartments. They continue to cause trouble. They continue to prevent me from housing. They continue to be sexually harassing and sexually inappropriate, which is what they were often at jobs I would get. Often they get together in the community and do this kind of harassment, and they still continue to do it. They'll smear your reputation. They'll go online, as you see. I've had to remove people because they derail the conversation all the time, and they do it repeatedly. And this group, connected to my ex-husband and my half family, has done it repeatedly. As I sit here now, the chair is becoming extremely hot, and you can see my face turning red, because this is what these people do. If you speak out, or if you finally, after all these years, I just wanted my assets and I wanted to live a quiet life. I don't like all the chaos. I don't like drama. I don't like anything to do. This group, when they see the ambulance, they go running. I'm not that type of personality. I like peace and quiet, and I thought finally in my life I had earned enough money and had enough assets that I could be left alone. But these people all got together, started attacking, made up a bunch of lies, accused me, Phil accused me of chasing after his 18-year-old son that had just become a police officer after he pleaded with me to go to his party. And the nightmare began because they started digging up things from my childhood. Bud Bays was friends with the Megnas. Those were his friends who are now police officers. Bud Bays was friends with the Spencers, who are now corrections officers. They used to get together at the radio station, and I used to go along because I was 5 years old. Mr. Bays made cakes. He went to all the banquets. He went to all the parties, and so on and so forth. So I hope you're having a good Easter, and we will continue to speak out and talk about these things, because these people just don't stop. They just keep escalating and escalating, and this is why I started the channel. And if you can't be respectful to the people that are making comments and you continue to harass, we will remove you. And you can see some of what I'm posting now about our jails and about the prison system, and you can see what's going on there too. And it's pretty egregious. It's pretty heinous. And the way I was treated over at our jail, it was pretty disgusting. And quite a few of these people I went to high school with. So be safe. Have a great Christmas. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I haven't had any sleep. Have a wonderful Easter. God bless. And, all the victim survivors out there, just like with me, we're all going to keep going and do the best we can, because there's little children that don't have a voice. And I certainly didn't have one for a long time. Be safe, guys.